All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Beaumont. Welcome to Dark Souls Remastered. It's been a long time since I played this game. Well, I was listening to the stream on my phone to make sure it was working. Alright, got that out of the way. But yeah, it's been a long time since I played Dark Souls. I've seen a lot of stuff from the network test. I didn't get to play it. But from everything I know, pretty much everything is the same as we knew it back in 2011. Even though I didn't play Dark Souls 1 until like right after I played Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 was my first Souls game. But we're gonna have a good time here, hopefully. I'm excited to see all the online features come through. I'm excited to see how invasions are gonna work differently with grave lording, because I've seen a couple people play a little bit of it, and even though it was very early areas like Undead Parish or Undead Burg, they're already being grave lorded, which is kind of funny. Let's jump into it. Fix the brightness. Also, let me know if the audio is out of whack. So I gotta double check a lot of the times. Also, gotta make a separate announcement. What is... the top? I'll say it's okay for now. I can't post or stream to iFunny. That's fine. Let's get into it. So, I think we're going to start out as a knight. Alright, so for this build, I'm going to use the Flamberge. I really love the Flamberge in Dark Souls 3, and I know it looks funny in Dark Souls, but I've also never used it. So I'm going to try and start something a little well-rounded. But it looks like the warrior is what? Better offensive stats than the knight, but the knight has more health right off the bat. So I think I missed the Dark Souls character creator. That looks ugly. Still looks good. What's up with the bangs? Let's jump into it. I'm so excited to be playing this again.
In the age of ancients, the world was
Sit back a
unformed,
little and watch the cutscene.
shrouded by fog.
I don't plan on
A
skipping any
land of
cutscenes
grey
through this playthrough.
crags, large trees,
If I decide to do
and
UV Plus or
everlasting
something like that, I'll
dragons.
skip them all. But this looks so good.
But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead.
In the background, I have a fan on, AC, and my house is broken.
The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Yo, welcome to the chat.
Yes,
Getting
indeed.
through the first cutscene.
The dark side
comment,
brands the
or
undead.
Interact with the chat, stream. I'll be sure to answer it.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
I have seen a little bit, and some of the new, what do you call it, the animations or the effects for some particles like fire and items. Personally, I think this is a little too much, and I would have opted for a less bright. This looks good, but I would have opted for less bright item effects, so that people miss items, because I'm a terrible developer, and you should not hire me because I will make games Dark Souls 1. It's good to be back. I tried playing this game over, I think over spring break when I was home because during the return to Oregon. But it was not good. I'm gonna take a lot of time just looking at stuff. So it looks really good. Oh, that's right. The controls are different. Running into a heavy attack to make you do a running attack. You can't do that. Thank you for the Estus. Oh, that's... No, I did that. So one thing I never even thought of doing is if you could just walk in and fight these asylum demon that way. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that in the history of ever. But we're gonna go this way. I am bad at the game. Gotta relearn my parry. All the armor, but I'll still be mid. Instant parries are back. Instant backstabs are back. I missed this game. Yeah, there's one soldier in here. That was not. I wonder what that playing game is. I don't think I've ever heard that before. The jump is the fun. Yeah, it is. For those of you who don't know, there's a couple people do it. When you do like a plunging attack on a boss, you do a jump. You do a jump damage, and then and there's also a thing, if you start with the black fire bombs, you can kill the asylum demon before you get your equipment, so your weapon and your shield. And that is helpful because you'll be able to get the asylum demon's weapon by killing him the first time. But let's enjoy the second cutscene.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
The hype train. Oh, no. Back beginning, and everything's spiraling. Feels good. So the first thing we're gonna do here at Firelink is we're gonna talk to Crestfallen Knight over here. Why is that an achievement? Honestly, reach Lord. I wonder how many people are actually gonna buy Dark Souls Remastered, die against the Asylum Demon,
but there's no.
and then
not much
stop playing. So it's an achievement to make it to past the
Well, there are of collected and the quick coveted my neighbor is on But don't try. Well, wonderful.
Alright, so Crestfallen Knight here is telling us about the bell that we have to ring. I don't know if there's actually two of them.
I'm not up.
But no, there's also this dialogue. So I'm gonna try and do as many quests as I can during the first time through here. Great, so we just got a humanity from the well, and for those of you who've never played Dark Souls 1 before, humanity is an item and a stat. So the items we pick up are called hard humanity, and in the top left corner where the 0 is by my health, that's called soft humanity. Now, soft humanity can be picked up just by going through the level. It's like a percentage chance to get it, but the boss has to be alive. For you to get humanity in the area. You can have a maximum of 99 humanity. Humanity increases stats such as item discovery, and it scales with chaos weapons, I think. So when you see giant dads all over the place, they're chaos Zweihander. You know that they have at least 10 humanity. 10 is the soft cap for humanity's usefulness. After that, you start getting diminishing returns. It also increases, I think it increases your physical defenses, which is really helpful. And you also hear in the background bells ringing in the distance. So what that means, that's an online function. It means that someone else in their game has beaten the boss there, which is the bell gargoyles, and has rung the bell. And you can hear them ring the bell. It's kind of cool. So yeah, we picked up the fire bombs, we picked up the humanity. I don't think there's anything I want to pick up in longer. Will we go? So let's just head out. And so you notice when we got the Estus Flats we had 5, and now we have 10. That's because the bonfire at Firelink Shrine is kindled. This gives you a little more Estus. You can kindle a bonfire 3 times. So you can have a maximum of 20 Estus from any given bonfire. And then, just like in other Souls games, you can upgrade the effectiveness of your Estus Flask to a couple of items. It's also unfortunate that I think they fixed the item duplication glitch, which lets you use an item like a boss soul or something without actually using it. So I'm pretty sure they patched that out. Which is unfortunate, because that means I can't have infinite soft humanity. thing I'm gonna do with this character, since I said I'm gonna use the Flamberg, is that I'm pretty sure that weapon scales better with Dex later on. Okay. Please stop. Thank you. Well, just get back. That's what this is all about. Backstab souls. It's this boy. And head down. Get the soul. Yeah, there's a hidden little pathway over here. The goodie. I think it's just a soul item. Yeah. But yeah, there are a whole bunch of. That's weird. So, you notice when I tried to hit them off the ledge that he didn't fall. But over here, I can hit these guys up and they will fall. And I don't know why you can't do it for those other stuff. That's another change that they made. Usually when you pick up items that go in your hotbar, they would be automatically equipped there. But I don't know the fire bombs for right now. I don't know how that directly made it up here. Free humanity. Jump back up. Right, you can jump from. Did they change that? Used to be able to no, still, yeah. So you can bypass all that, but you'll miss out on a couple souls if you care. The fog wall. Goodie. I've heard you can jump across there. I've never been able to do it, but I believe it. Oh. His tail clip through the bridge. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss. I guess we can level. Oh, let's see. We got 11 vit, 13 strength, and 13 dex. 11, what does resistance do? Okay, it's just like an everything kind of thing. Okay, so every level increases some of your resistances. I'm not sure if that's how it was before. But let's go for some. Let's go to 16 dex, 14 strength. Because I don't remember what the stats are for the flame. But we're also going to head back this way first. Gotta meet with our old friend, the merchant. I missed, but you got it. It doesn't matter. Because I'm gonna try and get the Drake sword. Get back to that. bagging on DSR for just being DS fix for console. And you know, you wouldn't be wrong. But there are other little improvements that I think, I don't know, make this game palatable for new gen systems.
Seem to have, then you are. I trade.
So I need to buy. I don't have enough for the bottomless box. Get a scimitar. Top display. Could get a scimitar or a parrying shield. I don't know. It also sells the chain stuff. Oh, but I did want to. I don't have enough for the bow. Dang it. And I'm just gonna buy.
Thank you, kind.
Alright. And I'll come back after we beat the next boss. Because there's a shortcut that leads back to here. I'll come back after we beat the next boss. And then I'll buy stuff. But I also need to get the residence. So I guess I'll get enough souls to do that. Thank you, yes, please. Thank you. Doesn't matter. Get it. I missed that. So, I'm sure for everyone who's played any kind of RPG before, there are limits in Dark Souls, and there are a lot more, I think, in Dark Souls 1 compared to the other games. Maybe not, maybe they're just more strategically placed. Or you can tell which chests are real and which chests are mimicked by looking at the chain. And then I hate this part. But I have to look at it. Oh, it's also because I'm not human, but if I were, you'd see a shit ton of summon signs by the bonfire. You can get there. I'm gonna try. Totally can't. I didn't even think you could. Not because there's nothing important. Because I thought in the original game, I thought there was an invisible wall. So, the reason we need to get the residence key from the merchant is to open this door and another door later on, which helps us on a quest. This door has some lightning time res in it, which is a buff applied to your right hand weapon. I'm also gonna try anyway, kill the Black Knight. Walk up slowly, I should be able. Back here. Two. And then the parry because this guy does a ton of damage and does not take enough damage. Actually, he didn't do that much. Wasn't too bad. Hopefully we'll get lucky and get the Black Knight sword. Highly doubt it. Probably the best weapon you could get early in the game. Oh, we got the Black Knight sword. That's not a guaranteed drop. Cool. I'm unable to wield this weapon effectively. Not even two-handed. Oh, right. What are the stats for this? 2018. But that's great. Great Sword of the Black Knights, Wander Lordran, used to face the Chaos Demons, the large motion plus the weight of this, weight of the body and impact reflects the great. That's cool. I didn't think we'd get it. How much is this do? 80 plus 27, it's 107. What is the mornings? 80 plus 26, which is 109. Let me try. I don't think I've ever used maces. What is that? What was that ending flag? Never mind. A good old longsword. But I'm gonna run back to the merchant. Resin's piece and get the golden pine resin. Or should we get the bolt? Well, we have some swords we can pop. We'll get the bow. We'll get the thing.
Oh, you again. I hope you brought plenty of souls.
Buy the resonance key. We will buy the short bow. And buy a couple more standard arrows. We'll buy 50. And then
Thank you, Kai.
we don't need anything else, so I'm gonna kill this poor innocent man. Because he gives us
Gone mad, have you? I'll teach you, you lousy
gives us a good
rat.
weapon.
Yulia! Yulia! My name, little Yulia.
So drive fusion and the Uchi gun, which is a pretty good weapon. What's the stats for this? 14, and it's doing some decent damage right now. So let's switch it up to the Uchi. Is it with a G in this game? Yeah, Uchi did. Which is kind of fun. Because in languages like Japanese and Korean, kanjis are usually the same letter or sound. So it's kind of fun. But then, the moveset of this looks pretty nice. This should be a thrust. And this should be a swipe. Oh, that's an overhead. That's pretty cool. And the running attack should be a running poke. Yeah. Now, should I fight half? I think I'm gonna try. I completely forgot about the fire barrel. How could I forget? That's like the easiest noob trap in existence. Okay, so we can one shot these guys down. Big Fuji. But we're also two-handing. I wouldn't want to use two-handing the long sword at all. Alright. So, thing to mention before I maybe die again is that, yeah, when you die, you lose all your souls, and your souls become a blood-stained ground. And if you fail to collect them before you die again, they're gone forever. So, that is a thing. which is fine. That's how all the Dark Souls games work. He's got doesn't see me, which is good. The pants. I don't need them. Now, you can just run through the areas, but I wouldn't recommend that, because it leads to sloppy play. Oh, you see, now we have one humanity in the top left. I don't know when we got it, but we got one. Alright, spears are annoying. Whereas you can hold up your shield and still attack with the spear. Oh, I am getting attacked. The mic, the game is like, that is, thank you for letting me know. I don't know how to adjust my mic because I'm using really shitty headphones. But I will definitely turn down the in-game volume a little bit. Keep the voices up because I want them all to be heard. And there's no more fire barrel. And there's, oh, I guess the hollow who hit me was the one who sent the fire. But I think I'm gonna fight Havel. It's probably not gonna end up super well. Maybe. Hopefully I get lucky. But thanks for letting me know that the game volume was too loud. Also, if you hear humming in the background, don't mind. It's I have a fan on because my AC is broken. Alright. Yes. Oh, this is actually gonna take forever. You see how little damage that was? But luckily, I can remember how to parry. I wonder how many attempts this is gonna take. So this is 3. So Havel here is a late game enemy you're not supposed to be able to access right now. But since we started with the master key, we're able to open the locked door at the top and get her early. I'm really nervous because he could probably like two-shot me. Come on, Havel. And I don't know how much bleed the Uchi can proc at a single time, so I'm not sure if we'll get him to bleed out. But if I ever do more than 60, we will know. Oh, yep, he one-shot me. maybe I'll try and level up a little bit of HP. Oh, I didn't think he'd one-shot me. Because Havel down there, he drops a ring which increases your equipment burden, so you can carry more stuff. But actually, maybe I will use a hard humanity and reverse my power to become healed, and then hopefully there'll be a whole bunch of summon signs. Or was that at the other bonfire? Maybe it was at the other bonfire. Oh no, it was here. I guess maybe since I was a little late, a lot of people have moved on. This guy's the Dragonfly shield. I guess I could have picked up that stuff. Summoning Pit. I'm disappointed to see that. Can I summon this guy? Sneaky panda. Yo, look at him. Yo! Fuck Sneaky Panda, I want this guy. Or that guy. Not this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna summon Lily. Oh, that sucked. Summoning failed. Or maybe that was for this guy. The Gravelord sword is like one of the best, at least for the early game, one of the best swords you can get. Right, this guy has the Drake sword. I'll summon him. I wonder why the summoning is failing. Is there an online setting that I'm missing? Oh yeah, you can scale the UI HUD. I'll make it a little smooth. No. Oh, we got him. We got the Drake sword guy. Look at that guy. He's just stuck falling forever. But yeah, now we got a boy with us. So he has the Drake sword, which is pretty cool. We'll get it in a little bit. But hopefully this boy will help us murder Havel. Alright, he's gonna kill that guy. I'm going to use a firebomb. The throwing animation looks pretty good. Take care of that guy. Alright, so we have a little sip. Yeah, you better drink up. We're going to face the rock. And I don't know, maybe I'll read some of the lore, if that's interesting at all. Anybody's into that. But we're gonna try and not die against Havel. Look at that. That guy does 172 on a backstab when we did 60 on a parry. Or on a riposte. And ripostes do a lot more damage. Oh, he's gonna try and get the chain backstab. Alright, so we did 37 on backstab. This guy's doing... Cool, that was bad. Alright, so this is the benefit of having a partner. We're doing some PvE. Getting a roll backstab, even though I'm pretty sure that's not a roll backstab, because I'm not fast rolling. There we go. Yeah. Oh my god, I got greedy. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, you can't attack once the host dies. I forgot. Damn it. Oh well, it's not that bad. Although I don't really want to use another humanity. Maybe we'll come back. We'll come back when we get the Drake sword. It's whatever. I didn't mean to roll, but okay. Maybe I'll run down and I'll grab all my stuff and then I'll leave. Because I don't want to sit and fight Havel forever. And we'll probably be much better equipped once we get the Drake sword for ourselves. So, hopefully we'll do better after we beat the next boss. Maybe I'll level up some HP. Oh nice, Titan shard. So I'm gonna run down. I'm not gonna fight him. I'm gonna grab my souls and I'm going to run for my life. Maybe you can cheese Havel with the fog gate, because I think he follows you all the way up to the boss. Run away. So I might be able to cheese him through the fog gate, but he might also be able to murder me through the fog gate. I'm sure the bleed that the Uchi does is like 0. Oh my god. Oh. Some Tone Boom Titanite. Get me out of here. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he could kill me. So I'm not gonna mess with it. Instead, what I'm going to do is equip my lightning resin. Alright. Sometimes I forget the controls are a little different. Let's apply the buff here. And run away. Now, you can choose first thing off the bridge, I think. Where there's a gap there, and sometimes you'll jump off of it. But that's not really effective. And what is effective is jump one. Now, I explained it a little earlier, Spamwood, but I'm not sure if you were here. The reason you do a jumping attack instead of just falling into a plunging attack is because doing a jump first does the jump damage to the enemy and then the plunge damage if it's a boss. Soul there. And sometimes I think Torch Demon can drop his Great Axe, but that's a pretty rare drop, and you'd be able to get it later. And now we're here with Solaire.
I am Solaire, but now that I am... No.
Solaire is the poster boy.
Oh, I have...
Dark Souls.
Not...
Oh, I guess I accidentally pressed no.
Oh, the way I see
so,
it, in a land
just for here,
with hollows,
I'm going to point him down because the motion controls gave me a gesture. But we're going to tell him we want to cooperate with Joy.
We
are
are
give us our White
white
Science Soapstone, which lets us be summoned into other players' worlds.
Oh,
And he's just going to sit here and stare at the sun. Can I clip through his helmet? Oh. Not enough to see his face. Whatever. I'm also going to drink the Masters. So he knows now we have 2 humanity. We picked up another one somewhere. And I'm going to run for my life. so that's known as Hellkite Bridge, with the Hellkite Drake on it. That's also where we're going to be getting the Drake Sword. Oh, I guess I should probably level up a little bit. A little bit into health, a little more endurance, and some more dex. And so now we're going to do the very long and tedious process of getting the Drake Sword. So we're going to equip our bow and equip our 145 standard arrows. And we're going to snipe this boy in the tail. And this is going to take a while. Well, it'll be worth it. Oh, dang. So I guess we can only get 2 on him at a time. But so the Drake Sword is really good early on, and hopefully it'll help us kill Havel. And the thing with in Dark Souls 1, there are a lot of enemies who cut their tail off, the Hellkite Drake being one of them. And you get a lot of weapons from dragons by cutting off their tail. And the thing with dragon weapons is that they have really high base damage, but they don't have any extra scaling. So you'll see with like my Uchi Katana or the long sword, or pretty much any weapon, it'll have a scaling with your strength or your dexterity, and you'll get extra damage from increasing those stats. But you'll see when we get the Drake Sword that it doesn't have. Oh, that was fast. I want to toggle. Yeah, it has a parameter bonus. It has a B scaling in dexterity. But if I go up to the Drake Sword, it has no bonuses whatsoever. It just does 200 flat damage. It's pretty good, I think. Because it'll take it from 112 to 200. And apparently we cannot use it efficiently in one hand. What are the stats for this? Need 16 strength. That sounds like not a problem. I don't have enough to level up, but I can two-hand it. So that will be fine for now. And now we can one-shot everything. I also don't know why we're getting... If you look right under my stamina meter, what is that? Yes, I want to invade the world of a Grievelord servant. Failed to invade. I am very disappointed to see that. Can I do it now? Dang. Disappointed. I also don't know why we're getting the... If you look below my stamina, there's a shield with an up, which means my defense is up. And I don't know if that's quality of the Drake Sword. Well, I'm gonna get stabbed in the back. sword, this sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by a drake's tail. Drakes are seen as underdeveloped imitators of the dragons, but in their likely their descendant kin. The sword is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held in both hands. Oh yeah, so like Dark Souls 3, all the dragon weapons have quote-unquote weapon arts, and the Drake sword is pretty cool. I think it does like a forward sweeping slash. Oh, I guess it's the strong attack, not the... Yeah. But the strong attacks like that do decrease the durability. Now, if you look at the durability... Oh, I guess that didn't, like I didn't interrupt it. But if I do that increased the durability on it to, yeah, by like 30. And you also can't buff it. You can't apply lightning resin or charcoal resin. So yeah, we can one-shot all these enemies now, which is really nice. So now I'm gonna try and kill Havel again. And it's gonna be a little difficult because I'm gonna have to parry two-hand and then riposte him, or else the damage is gonna be probably worse than the longsword. But it shouldn't be too bad. I was doing pretty well the first time, and I should have killed him when I had the guy with me, but I got greedy. There we go. Yeah, now we're doing 260, which is pretty good. I don't know why it's not giving us the parry. That was pretty good, 172. Or I'm not sure why it's not giving us the riposte. How much is this? 20 damage. Oh no. I guess we just have to move a little bit to the side so we can get the riposte. But yeah, there we go. Havel is dead. And we got Havel's ring. So let's equip that. Boost maximum equipment load. This ring was named after Havel the Rock, Lord Gwyn's old battlefield compatriot. Havel's men wore the ring to express faith in their leader and to carry a heavier load. Good. I'm not sure it's going to change anything for us right now, but having that extra equipment load is very useful. Because as you see right now, we're mid-rolling. This is a mid-roll. It has to deal with your equipment burden, but now I think, yeah, this is a fast roll. So having less equipment lets you roll faster. I don't think you get more iframes. Alright, I guess someone killed the Grave Lord guy. And I guess I'll explain that too, since it just happened. So there's a covenant called the Grave Lord Servants, and if I remember correctly, because I started playing Dark Souls 1 way after the online interaction was gone, but Grave Lords infect other worlds and make black phantoms appear, which are pretty much enemies that are just a lot more, that are a lot stronger than the standard enemies. I don't think we saw any, but they happen. And then the only way to stop black phantoms from appearing in your world is to go down, and like we did with the summon Titan, which we failed to invade, which is sad. But you have to do that and kill the Grave Lord. Excuse me. block all the fire. Here, the rampart here blocks all the fire. And eventually he will jump down, and we'll be able to run past him and get to the next bonfire. Come on. Alright, now we're gonna... Why did I do that? I'm gonna run for my life. Please don't turn around. Alright, we have made it. We are safe from the Hellfire tree. Hopefully. He should just go away. Yeah, now he's gone. We get the soul of a nameless soldier, and I think, yeah, we get the claymore, which is a really good all-around weapon. And I'm sure if you ever watch, like, anybody else play, they'll be using it. So I'm gonna reverse my hollowing here with 1 soft humanity, and I'm also going to kindle the bonfire here, which gives us 10 Estus. Excuse me. So you can kindle bonfires to give you more Estus. You can get a maximum of 20, but right now we can only get 10 because we need a special item that gives us the ability to get 20. You'll see there are a lot of summon signs around here. I'm gonna kill this boy. Actually, I should level up since we just killed half of them. Get some strength. 16 and 18 in my dex. So we can now one-hand the greatsword. And I don't think we can use the Black Knight sword yet. Yeah, we need 20 strength. I mean, we could two-hand the Black Knight sword, which would be kind of fun. So maybe I will. Well, let's see. If I'm two-handing and I go to the stats, it'll act like I'm two-handing that weapon. So this will take us from 200 to 287. Yeah, which is crazy. It's a crazy amount of damage. But I'm gonna use the greatsword to kill the Black Knight that's up here. And maybe if our string of luck continues, we'll get the Black Knight Ultra Greatsword. Ow. Look at that, this thing did half his health. A lot of people think you can't parry that attack, but totally can. We got the Ultra Greatsword. This is the playthrough, my guys. So this is the Black Knight. So if you notice, this is the Black Knight sword, and this one is called the Black Knight Greatsword. Even though if you look at the weapon type, it says UL Greatsword, means Ultra Greatsword, and this is classified as a Greatsword because the Black Knights are so big that this is the same as a straight sword for them, and this is the same as a Greatsword for them. So let's just look at it. Look at this thing. This thing's a beast. I shouldn't do that because I can't use it right. But this thing is awesome. And then this is the Black Knight sword really quick. And this thing's pretty cool. So we'll use this for this area. I'll try and switch weapons every now and then. Yeah, I'm super excited we got the Black Knight Ultra Greatsword. There's no reason not to. We should be able to one-shot everything. So I'm gonna do a thing really quick and go through this level the quote-unquote wrong way. There's a guy here who pulls this lever, but I'm gonna pull this lever. Kill these guys. Kill these guys through the fence. And get the basement key. Then I'm gonna open this gate. So there's a guy who runs back and closes the gate before you can get to it. So you have to take the long way and actually go through the level, which I'm gonna do anyway. If you beat him, and he doesn't respawn, so if you kill him, the gate will stay open. And now I'm gonna do the right thing, not fight the pig. Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna trap me, my guy. I know your tricks. I don't know why, but my ear is ringing a little bit. But I'm still excited for how great this game looks on the PS4. And honestly, a lot of people were complaining for the PC version because originally there wasn't going to be a discount, but now I think you can get it for like half off, I think, if you already own the PC version, which is great because I don't think they should charge you full price for the PC version anyway. But honestly, I'm not sure if a lot of hardcore Dark Souls player, like people who like to do PvP, are honestly going to be on PC that much, just due to the fact of like hackers or modding and stuff like that. I mean, modding is great. Anything you can do to make a game better than it already is great. But hackers are just gonna take all the fun out of everything. Let's get rid of that because we can't use it right now. And let's put in the Luring Skull. Okay, let's read the Luring Skull. So a skull, meekly lingering souls. Throw to shatter and spread souls to attract certain types of enemies. Souls are a concentration of life, and the life-starved hollows are lured by its power. So we have a boar, we're going to throw one into the fire. Nice. And unfortunately, our luck does not continue, and we didn't get the Fang Boar health, which would have been nice. So now we're going to go through the gate, and we're going to pick up this. This is the halberd? Yeah, the halberd. I'm probably not gonna use it because the Black Knight sword is dumb strong. Like, I think we'll be able to one-shot this guy. Yeah. And those guys are pretty tough enemies. Oh, there's another one. Goodbye. Hopefully we'll get all their swag sword though. I don't know how that guy heard me. And there's also the Knight Shield over here. Yeah. And how does this compare to the Heater Shield? So we want to look at the reduction. It does worse against fire and lightning, but has better stability, but not by a lot. So I'm gonna just say the heater shield is better for right now. Look at that. Look at that. So many signs. Such a great thing to see. Now I'm gonna try. I mean, I can because I've done it before, but I'm gonna beat all the bosses solo, and maybe I'll try and do a couple of co-op. So this elevator is a shortcut that takes you. I completely forgot about the Pyrenees Knight, but this is an elevator shortcut that takes you all the way back to Firelink. So in case you didn't kindle any of the bonfires, you can rest Firelink and get 10 Estus back. But we're also gonna pick up a couple of goodies over here, which include, there's something at the top of here, right? No. Alright, so we're gonna pick up a key. And we'll have to do that soonish. And now we're back at Firelink, which is cool. But we're just gonna head back up. There is an enemy that I forgot to kill, that we need to kill. And then we're gonna murder Lautrec because I don't feel like doing this quest and he's annoying. And it really doesn't add that much to the story. Look at this boy. Look at this absolute unit right here. Fucking two-shot with the Black Knight sword. And that Titanite shard is also a guaranteed drop. Now we can run up here. And we get this Firekeeper soul. So, Firekeeper souls are usable items that you should never use, because they are what you use to upgrade your Estus Blast, which will help you get more HP back from each heal. But you can use it, and before they patched out the item duplication glitch, you could use it infinitely, and it gives you 5 soft humanity and restores your HP to full. Fucking Black Knight sword is a monster. Alright, so he's doing his dance. That is a good sign. So, that guy is a... Oh my gosh. That guy is a 6-eye channeler. I wish I had more poise, but it shouldn't be too bad. He's die pretty fast. But he does his little trident dance, and it gives all the enemies like 1,000,000 extra damage. And I almost died earlier, but we killed him. Unfortunately, we did not get the trident, which is pretty cool. It gives you the ability to do the dance, and I'm not sure if the dance actually buffs your co-op, if it buffs your phantoms, but that'd be pretty cool if it did. Kind of like the Lothric War Banner from Dark Souls 3. Alright, goodbye. This sword's too strong. Too strong. Too bad we're not going to use it. We'll probably use it right now, and after right now we'll probably just use it against bosses because it does so much damage. But I don't want it to look like it's too easy.
Oh, then as you...
Yeah, so he's stuck in here. We'll use the mystery. When we pick up the mystery gate, but we're just gonna kill him right here.
You leave me no choice. I was once grateful to you, but if this is our fate, so be it. You
Goodbye, Lautrec.
Curses!
So the thing with him is that he has a quest line where he kills the Firekeeper, and then you have to track down and kill him, but I don't care about doing that, because it's annoying, and not having Firelink Shrine available is super annoying. But he gives us this, the Ring of Favor and Protection, boosts your HP, stamina. Alright, yeah. Ring of Favor and Protection. A ring symbolizing the favor and protection of the goddess Fina, known in the legend to possess fateful beauty. This ring boosts its wearer HP, stamina, and maximum equipment load, but breaks if it is ever removed. Which is great, because we'll probably never want to remove it anyway, because it's so good. And now you see we have the yellow arrow, which means that we have the Ring of Favor on. Yeah, man. Let's fight the first, I guess the first major boss of the game. You know, here we have 1,000,001 Summon Signs 2, but this one here is for Solaire, who is the NPC on the bridge who gave us the White Sign Soapstone. Look at all these guys. Look at these boys. I'm so happy to see so many Summon Signs. Watch a little cutscene, and I'm gonna yawn. But I think I'm gonna go for another half hour or 45 minutes, and I'm gonna eat some lunch, and I'm gonna come back. I have nothing to do today except play Dark Souls. Oh, I guess I should. Cut off his tail. Look at how much damage this does. Now you're dead. Now you're dead. You're already. Stop. This is a strong attack. Oh my lord. Get absolutely destroyed. We got 2 humanities, which just give you 2 humanity when you use them. Oh yeah. So I guess I'm talking to Spamlord and anyone else who's probably gonna end up watching the VOD, which is like no one, but I don't care. But so I got back from college. I just finished my 2nd year of university last Wednesday, and so I just called my summer job today because apparently they're super busy, so they can't take my call that I want to work for them over the summer again, which is really funny. But hopefully they'll call me back sometime later today, and I'll be able to start working like next week or something. Dark Souls, the official Dark Souls Twitter put out a tweet. Welcome back to Lordran. A lot has changed over the years. Have you begun your journey through Dark Souls Remastered? We got a trophy for ringing the bell. And I like that it specified the Undead Church. Is this a developer message? No. Gorgeous view. Yeah, the skyboxes look really nice. It's like they got someone to do a painting and then like turned it into a JPEG. I mean, I hope they call back too. It's not a good job, but I don't have anything better to do. So I work at the job is for I guess you'd call it like a dog kennel, not for like stray dogs or anything, but like people come and drop their dogs off and we watch them while they're on vacation. It's called Noah's Ark Veterinary Clinic and like boarding or something. I don't need any of this junk from you.
You are welcome anytime.
But so, I mean, it's not the best job. It only pays like $9.50 an hour, but they will work you 40 plus hours a week as a part-time job. Yeah, I guess you could kind of call it a pet hotel. It's like a kennel and doggy daycare kind of place with a vet on the 2nd floor. I don't think it's luxurious enough to call it a pet hotel, but it's not like an animal shelter. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna light this bonfire, which lets us go to the blacksmith. I mean, hopefully they call back. I'd like to work for them. But I'm also trying to get another job as an assistant Taekwondo instructor for a martial arts place that's pretty close to where I live. But I haven't heard back from him in like a week, so I don't think they want me there, which is unfortunate. So this is Andre. He's the blacksmith. I don't have anything I want to upgrade right now. Well, I guess maybe the Black Knight sword. That way bosses will be easier. Actually, fuck it. Let's just use the Black Knight sword for a little while. Where do you live? Because I have not seen a Sonic in forever. Because I live in Maryland, and I think there's like one that exists in the entire state. And I see commercials for Sonic a lot, but I just don't know where like the prime demographic for Sonic is. Cause there's one nearby, and I'd love to go to it because they have like the 1,000,001 milkshakes, and they're really good. But there's just not one close enough. Okay, I guess I exhausted all this dialogue. There's just not one like close enough to me, so I would never go to Sonic. I usually go on like one when I'm on a camping trip or something. That's crazy. Maybe it's, I don't know. Because I know like over here we have, well, I guess like everywhere you have McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. We have Checkers and Hardee's. I guess in other places it's Carl Jr.'s, but Hardee's is really good. But I know out west you get places like Jack in the Box or In-N-Out Burger. Over in the east we have Five Guys. And also in like the Midwest you have White Castle, which in my opinion is a little overrated. So I'm gonna... Never heard of Checkers? Alright, so it's also called Rallies in some places. Kind of like the Carl's Jr. and Hardee's thing. It's Checkers and Rallies. No. But it's I don't really know. Okay, yeah. So people know what Rallies is in places where there aren't Checkers. But I love Checkers. But they're also like super hard to find because they don't exist anywhere. Hi guys. Ow. Can I get some poise, please? Do I have armor with more poise? Which one of these is poise? 5. This thing has 0 poise? This thing has 8 poise? How much does it weigh? And it's lighter? That's weird. But I guess I'll wear this. Look at that butt. That's weird. I didn't know that armor had 0 poise. Both of you are dead. And... Alright, I was gonna say so are you, but I guess that would make me a liar. But now, Balderlands. Oh, I guess I didn't even look at the other stuff yet, because that has 7. And that has 9. So, poise, super important in Dark Souls 1, non-existent in Dark Souls 3. Poise lets you get hit without being staggered, so the more poise, the better. But that also comes with the trade-off that armor with more poise is usually heavier, So there's a balance to be had. Personally, like right now, I'm mid-rolling. And for PvE, I don't really mind that I'm mid-rolling. It's not super detrimental. I also don't know why I came down here. It's not the direction I wanted to go in. But I'm gonna head back to the Altar of Sunlight bonfire. And from there, we can head to the next area of the game. But yeah, fast food is weird, and I don't know where Sonic exists in the United States as a primary mode of fast food. So, what, the next place? Now. I guess we could go to Firehunt Shrine. Because we got the Firekeeper soul. We can upgrade the Estus Flask, but that's not super important right now. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a Covenant thing. So you can swap your Covenants without having any of the penalties that existed before. Hi. Now you're dead. Now you're dead. But, yeah. So, heading back here will take us to the next area. And we gotta hurry because Hellkite Drake comes back. Or he should come back. Oh, but this door was locked before, and we need the basement key that we get from beating the gargoyles to use it. Which takes us down here to the lower part of Undead Burg. Hi. Are you gonna come after me? Which is great. And that was a shortcut that takes you back up to the Hellkite bonfire. Oh yeah, this place is super nice. These dogs cause bleed. But bleed is a status effect that when the bar is full, does like 30% of your HP. And it's really easy
Please let me out
to
of
get
here.
a one-shot. Or
Somebody,
not a one-shot, but
anybody,
it's a status
help me.
effect that kills you really fast.
Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
Alright, so this is the other thing we need the residence key for. I'm not sure if you can use the master key on this. You might be able to.
Thanks to you.
Griggs.
Oh, hello. I have my Basad.
And then he'll head back to Fireland. And that's pretty much all that there is about him. He's kind of a useless NPC, at least for us right now. Oh, that was not good. Oh, that is a new animation. If you saw when the Torch Hollow lowered his torch and then shook it a little bit, that is a new animation. Ow. Before, the animation was just him lowering the torch. But you can parry it, so it's not that big of a deal. Another Twin Humanities. Hold on, is this... Has that been changed? Maybe. I think that looks a little different than the regular things. In Dark Souls, not remastered, whenever you get Twin Humanities, aside from like the boss, the character model would always be female, which indicates that consumaries are gotten from like a dead pregnant lady, which is very sad. Now you might have wondered. Yeah. As well as the Balder leggings. Leggings worn by the knight of the ancient kingdom of Balder. They're made from thick iron plates that cover the shins only. Balder was homeland of the Night King Rundle, but it came to ruin after a great many undead were there. It looks silly, but it has good poise. Alright. So there were thieves in these doors, and that's why I attacked the doors first. The thieves didn't drop anything, but we get the mail breaker. Which is, I think you can parry with the mail breaker. I don't really care for it though. Cool. That's how blood loss gets you. Holy crap, that was fast. Alright, so I'm just gonna run back down to the Hellkite bonfire. A faster way of getting faster way of getting to the lower undead bird. But I'm also gonna swap my armor out. Just get the stuff that has the best lead resistance. This has 14. Yeah, blood loss is a bitch. I hate not having poise though. Poise is such a useful... Okay, I guess I just clicked through that thing. Yeah, poise is such a useful stat to invest in. Get out of here. Get out of here. There's a third dog. It's all the way down there. Look. Where did this guy come from? Doesn't matter. And now, that dog is dead. Thieves are real annoying. It's not only, as you saw, they cause bleed, but they're also one of the few enemies that can parry your attacks and then riposte you, and it's really, really annoying. But hopefully I will not die of blood loss this time. Alright, so here comes a dog. I didn't even care. Did not die. So, you also see I got there the Hollow Thief's leggings. And these enemies here in the lower undead bird, the Hollow Thieves, I guess, are the only enemies that can drop the Hollow Thief set. So it's actually a pretty rare, quote-unquote rare set. And this here is going to be the next boss. You can cheese the next boss by just like chucking fire bombs over there, but I don't think we'll need them since we have the Black Knight Sword. Because the Black Knight Sword is not strong. Look at it. Oh my god. I need someone because I have no place. Lovely. Come over here. Alright. Cool. Okay, we fell. Kill this guy. And I didn't get the one. But yeah, look how much damage this thing does. To quote Bill Swift, now that's a lot of damage. That's let's go next here. It also gives us a Homer Stone, which is an item that lets you return to the bonfire you last rested at. Thought you could outsmart me? Well, please don't throw stuff at me. Please drop more of the hollow beef set. Alright, but so... to show you the power of flex tape, I sawed this boat in half. Phil, what does that have to do with flex tape? But yeah, Black Knight Sword, stupid strong. And we're only going to be using it until we are able to farm the Flamberge. I'm not sure if I want to buy some moss. I guess I should buy a couple. About 5. It's expensive.
Come again.
From the lady undead merchant. But she's actually helpful rather than the merchant undead bird. But we're gonna head back to Firelink. We're gonna level up. So we're gonna level up. We're gonna upgrade our Estus class. And then we're going to, I guess, go to the depths. Alright, guy, I get it. You're dead. Plunging attacks in this game are kind of trash. I guess you can't roll off a ledge into a plunging attack. But I'm not sure if it was in Dark Souls 2, but in Dark Souls 3, you can like change direction in midair and do your plunge, which is nice. Means your Griggs that we rescued earlier. He can sell you sorcery, but we're not smart enough. We can also talk to Crestfallen Knight again. Guess he never thought we'd be able to ring the bell.
Don't you
And he's like, oh, you should buy the thing. I don't know why it keeps making me do gestures because of the dumb PlayStation motion control.
Did you that that? What's wrong? No problem. We'll both.
Okay.
Well, I don't.
Oh, wait. I'm just talking to him so that way we can get his rest. So, Lautrec, the guy in gold who we killed earlier, if you rescue him, he'll appear here, in which case it's also easier to just like, here, in which case it's easier, you can just kick him off the ledge. But we had the Black Knight Sword, so he was a piece of garbage anyway. Because this is the Firekeeper. She's the reason the bonfire's already kindled. Bonfires are a source of quote-unquote infinite humanity, and that lore is expounded in other Dark Souls games. That's why the bonfire here gives you 10, and we gave her our Firekeeper soul, so now we have our Estus class plus 1. I think the max is plus 5? I don't remember. But we're gonna level up, so now our Estus will heal us for more. Let's get some HP. It's been a while since we leveled up HP. Look at that guy. I don't know why they're like that, but let's also, since we're not at risk bleeding anymore, let's get some poise back. Oh yeah, now we look like some beef jerky. Because we're hollow. I ran right through it. BS on that, but whatever. Ooh, good job. Yeah. So rats are like the only, I think they're the only enemies in the base game that can drop humanity as an item. I thought that red thing was attack for some reason. But in the base game, if you wanted humanity, you have to farm rats. But it's okay because the more humanity you have in the top left corner, the easier it is to get the humanity item from the rats. And the more humanity items you get from the rats, the more soft humanity you have. So it's a good feedback loop. But since we have the Black Knight sword, and we're about to go into the depths, we're about to get the second most overpowered thing in the game, pyromancies. Because I'm sure with Dark Souls Remaster, a lot of the audience is like Dark Souls 3 scrubs. Or maybe people who started with Dark Souls 3 as their first game and they're good at Dark Souls 3 but have never played Dark Souls 1 and 2. But, so in Dark Souls 3, pyromancy requires you to have intelligence and faith to use it. But in Dark Souls 1 and 2, it does not require any of that. It just requires nothing. So it is godly. Now. So we're gonna do a little skip here. Hopefully it works. It did not, but we'll try again. Oh, my boy. We still don't have a lot of boys, unfortunately. But should be able to. There we go. Okay. Oh, thank you. So I guess the butcher saw us. Why they're not here anymore. But get the large ember, it's very helpful. We'll find the butcher and kill her. Oh, there she is. I don't know how you got over there, lady. Also, yes, this is a lady. Damn, you have a lot of HP. What is that? What was that? You see the guy T-posing? Yeah, we're gonna go through here. We're not gonna do all the keys yet, because we want to get Laurentius, who's over here, so you can teach us sweet, sweet pyromancy.
You, yes, you, here, over here, please, you need.
Yes, we have saved you.
I would have been in the light. Thank you. I am Laurentius. Oh, no.
Yeah. So notice he said her, or she would have.
Oh, hello there.
It insinuates that the butchers are female, and that was confirmed. And then over here, there's a second butcher who will drop from the ceiling behind us. Yep, there we go. Get backstabbed. Let me get the sack from this one. That's a guaranteed drop. Now we're down. Starting to go down to the depths. There's a slime here. These things do not have a lot of health, but they do have a lot of defense. They're highly resistant to attacks. They're weak to fire, which is great since we just rescued Laurentius. Here, hopefully not get attacked by a slime. Backstab on this boy. Are there less slimes in here than there used to be? Oh yeah, so it takes like a full stand of ours to kill one. I think there are like definitely less slimes here than there used to be. There used to be like 5 of them. And this trigger. That was only like 3. So we don't have the key for this room yet, but since we started with the master key, we can get here early. What is this guy? Havel's armor with the Black Knight Ultra Greatsword. So we are going to... Do we need to? I guess we should. Actually. Nah. But I am going to... It sucks because we can't, like, teleport yet. So I'm gonna head back to Firelink and get the... Oh, there are 4 of them? Only 3 there. Weird. We're gonna head back to Firelink and get the Pyromancy Flame from Laurentius, because it's really helpful with farming, because you'll be able to get either combustion or great combustion from him, which should be able to kill the slimes in 1 hit. We had enough poise for that, I guess. But hopefully I'm just gonna run through these guys. It won't be too big of a deal. But yeah, so thanks for sticking around this whole time, by the way, Spam Lord. I know it's probably not super interesting or engaging, but I appreciate that. Also, I had someone leave a comment earlier, said that they wanted to play and do some co-op with me, which I wouldn't mind. They have to, like, message me on Twitter or something, so I know where they are. And they know where I am. It's whatever. I didn't even know that I was facing that way. I don't know. I'm not like one of those dumb, I hate to say the F word, but I'm not like a Fortnite streamer or anything. I'm not going to be super hyper all the time, mostly because I'm just not a super hyper person. When I die, or like, not every time I die, but when boss fights or stuff are going to be kind of hype, I will be kind of hyped for those boss fights.
Well, I see you, mate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way,
Why do you keep making me gesture?
I think you have a knack. I'll be... Yeah, well, I'm sure that... here.
Okay, no was the right
Well,
answer to get the Pyromancy Flame. So, we're going to purchase combustion. That's all I really care about. Right? Yeah, I don't think we need anything else. So we're going to get combustion, and then we can modify equipment, which is upgrading the Pyromancy Flame, which only takes souls. I forget Dark Souls 2. Oh, in Dark Souls 2 you need the flame seeds, which is dumb. In Dark Souls 3 you upgrade it with Titanite like every other weapon. But here you just need enough souls to upgrade it. So I think we can upgrade it a few times. Yeah, so now we have a plus 4 Pyromancy Flame. Oh, do we even have attunement? Yeah, we don't even have enough to attune anything. I completely forgot about that. So we're gonna have to level up our attunement so we can have one spell, which is gonna be Combustion. I didn't even think about that. Hitboxes in this game are strange. Get back, Dad. Thanks. My stream's really refreshing. I'm glad you think that. So, I think I'll stop streaming after this next boss. And then I'm gonna eat some food because I woke up, showered, went to GameStop to get this. I also got God of War, so I'll probably stream that sometime soon. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop and eat some food because I haven't eaten anything yet today. Oh, forgot that guy existed. But after I eat some lunch, I'm gonna have like a sandwich or a bowl of cereal or something. I'll come back and I'll stream for another 2 hours or something, or 3 hours, or until I feel satisfied playing this game, which will be never, because Dark Souls 1, outside of like the limitations it had for its time, is probably the best Dark Souls game. So now I'm gonna do a little skip here, fall down this chute on top of these corpses, which further provides evidence that the butchers eat people. You see this giant rat there. Get this fire shield. This fire shield is really cool. It blocks status ailments like bleeding and poison. And then we're gonna jump punch this dude. Instantly kill him with 1200 damage. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much. So, this sewer chamber key is what you originally need to go to the bonfire room. Full of goodies over here. Bats over there. So, this waterfall is really cool. You see how in the middle here, it falls off to the edge. And if you go down the middle like that, it's a noob trap. You're gonna fall down there, you're gonna probably die. But if you go over here to the side, it's not complete all the way. So you won't fall down there. But on the left side, it goes down all the way. Oh look, we have 3 sockets. When do we get that? Oh, so this lets us go up, and then we'll go through the area normally. So, some rats. Rats are annoying because they can poison you. So that's also why you can get the spider shield in this area, so you can block against bleeding. Ooh. I'm getting a call. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, I have returned, and thankfully nothing killed me. So that was a callback from my job saying they want me to come back this summer. This is good news. So I will go back on Monday. Now. Great, because last summer I didn't start working until like August. So I only worked for a month. But since I'll start earlier this summer, I'll be able to work the whole summer. And I'll probably end up getting somewhere around, hopefully 5K just for the summer, which would be nice. Just because college costs money. Alright, this area is super annoying. You see there's another channeler. And some big rats. Well, even if I get poisoned, it's worth it. He buffs the rats, and it's super annoying. Oh, cool. We got another commandy. And also, so this area down here, this is the arena for the next boss. And if you don't kill the channeler here, he will actually buff the boss and shoot magic bolts at you from up here. And I don't think it's ever happened to me, but it sucks. I've seen it happen to people like a long time ago when they're like, oh, I'm gonna play Dark Souls for the first time. My friend told me I could skip this really annoying part. And that's a little drainage ditch. So if you fall down the area, the big waterfall earlier, you'd also fall down in this area if you fall down there. But yeah, the channel will buff the boss, and you will die, probably. Ooh, okay. And this is where the big rat goes. Now I'm gonna head back to the bonfire, and I'm gonna become human. And hopefully I have enough to level up my I have enough to get enough to continue to use combustion. Where does it show your attunement slots? It's in the right order. Unfortunately, we did not have enough, so I'm going to use soul items instead. Yeah, 10 gives us our 1 attunement. Oh, combustion. 16 uses. Equip our pyromancy flames on the left hand, and now we have combustion, which is great because our pyromancy flame is +4. You see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. That one I can't lock onto, however. So I'm gonna put my bow real quick. What? Because I know if I shoot that one, he'll fall. Whoa. That's dumb. So So it's an illusion of there actually being the correct number of enemies when really they changed it. So one thing that this is a really good area, or it was a really good area for farming. That's crazy. There used to be 5. The fact that there are no longer 5 is disheartening. Because the slimes drop useful items, like what they drop large titanite shards and green titanite shards. Still enough to kill him? Still enough to kill him. That's like real disappointing. Yeah, so the reason we revived back to human is because you can get invaded in this area. It's like an NPC invasion. That was just like pathetic. It was funny. I've got another game. But yeah, Pyromancy's dumb strong also. Alright, oh. Die. Also, this guy also dropped humanity. And here we have good boy Dommel of Zena, who will sell you that bottomless box. He also has these crystal weapons. Crystal greatsword, straight sword, and the shield. And if you look at this weapon, has really low durability of 60, but it does a absolutely monstrous amount of damage. You look, it has 190 physical plus 100 scaling from the scalings, and what, I guess that's almost 400 damage, which is almost double what our Black Knight sword is doing. But the thing with these is that you can't ever repair them, so when they break, they're gone forever. And I don't think you can upgrade them either. Okay, you can buy Dommel's armor if it's something that interests you. He'll also later sell boss armors after you beat the bosses. But yeah, let's buy the Crystal Greatsword.
Thank you. But I have this.
And just compare it. So right now, okay, I forgot we upgraded this twice. So right now the Black Knight sword is giving us 356. Oh, this was only giving us 290. But yeah, for where you get them in the game, the crystal stuff does a lot of damage. We're only doing so much because we got lucky to get the Black Knight sword and the Black Knight great sword. So I'm gonna run. There's also stuff in here that I want. So this is where you drop down, fall through the thing. We're gonna run up and look back. Here's my invader boy. Start my Kirk. And he's gonna get hella backstab. And now he's dead. Goodbye, Kirk. Alright, so this is... So, I got some Estus back. I think it was only 1 or 2. I think it was only one. But unlike Dark Souls 2 and 3, when you kill an invader, they drop a bloodstain. And so you retrieve the souls that they drop, and the humanity that they drop, and then they also drop an item. So here we got the spiked shield, the barbed spear sword. It's weird because I didn't think you could drop both of them at the same time. Well, here's some passive. These guys petrify you, kills you. It's not a good time. Oh, so this is a trap here. Usually you wouldn't be able to see both of them. The other one would be hidden. And then when you walk through, one of them like crosses in front of you. Well, no, please don't do that. You see the statue here, spiky statue. This is actually another player. It's an online feature. This is a player who got killed in their world by becoming petrified. You should be able to break it, yeah. Rip that guy. They're falling into a new trap. Or this guy here. Another statue. Breaking them doesn't do anything. Look at all these guys who died. So, there's armor and items that give you curse resistance. But the easiest way to have good curse resistance is by having more humanity. Having humanity gives you more curse resistance. Oh, here's another spiky guy. Yeah, this whole area is a noob trap for if you accidentally fell down the waterfall. Oh yeah, he died in the hallway. That's sad. He was like running, and then he ran into this dead end and tried to run back and then died. Oh no. But there we got the Ring of the Evil Eye, which is pretty cool. It gives you a little bit of HP back for every enemy you kill. Cool. If you didn't notice, there's a little drop down there. So if you weren't paying attention, you'd fall down. I guess that's what this is. Yeah, try rolling. I guess if you have a fast roll, you can make it. Welcome to the depths. Welcome to Dark Souls. The whole game is a noob trap. I guess this says illusory wall, even though there's not. You can do a running. You can run and jump into the corner. You can't roll off the ledge into the corner. Oh, here's a guy. Look at this man. That man only had fists. I forget, is there an item over here? Fatty. Oh, you can't make it. Should be. Oh, it's on the next down. So in this area, if you didn't kill Logtrek, you could summon him. I think his summon site would be here or something. There's someone else put their sign down over here. Oh, that guy's the Balder armor. I want the Balder armor. And here we can summon Solaire. I don't think you ever need to summon him for the quest. What is that? Oh, there's a shadow of a rat. Where's the rat? But I don't maybe honestly don't know what level you should be for any of the areas. And that's probably why we're not seeing a lot of summon signs. Because I'm either like under leveled because I know what to do, or I'm over leveled, because I know what to do. With the Black Knight sword, this game isn't easy. But once we ring the second bell and get to Sen's Fortress, we'll be able to get the Flamberge, and then I'll switch to the Black Knight sword to the Flamberge forever. This boss is not hard, but very intimidating. Cut off his tail. Yeah, cut off his tail. Make the dragon king great out. It might not look like a lot, but compare this to like something like the longsword, because you only would have been able to upgrade it maybe +2 or +3. Maybe if you took some time to find it, if you have it at +5. I still don't think even a +5 longsword feels anywhere near this amount. Goodbye. I'm still amazed how nice everything looks in this game. So now we got the Blighttown key. But I think we're gonna skip most of Blighttown because I hate Blighttown. Well, no, we shouldn't, because it's not gonna go at 2 FPS. So, I'm gonna head back to the bonfire. I'm gonna end the stream and eat some lunch. And then I'll come back. Spamlord, how did you know about the stream? Let me know, so that way I can make an announcement on the same platform if you'd like to come back after I eat some lunch. Alright, you saw it and collect up on iFunny. At least that means I try to make a link to it on iFunny, but things need to have a duration, so you can't share a live stream. I can only make an announcement about it. But if you want to come back, I will be back. Or if you want to subscribe on YouTube and ring the bell, so that way you get notifications when I upload anything, which doesn't happen very often, you can do that, and I would be greatly appreciative of it. But other than that, thanks for coming. I'll be back in like a half hour, and I'm gonna name it episode 2, because the VODs are gonna be on YouTube, and I want them to be in order. Alright, thanks for subscribing. But yeah, so outro for VODs. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications, and let's do the thing. There we go. I will see you guys next time.